Today I want to talk coffee. So I am so excited to bring you this video. I actually am a coffee, I don't know if you'd say aficionado because I don't think I'm that, but I love my coffee and I actually have several different ways of making coffee, but today I wanted to talk to you about a very inexpensive way to have gourmet coffee at home. So I actually own a Ninja Luxe. It is a fantastic coffee maker. It grinds your beans, you put the water in the back, you can have espresso, regular coffee, iced coffee, brewed coffee, whatever you want. It does everything. So I have that. I also have an espresso coffee maker, and that you drop the little pods in, and through high pressure and steam, it makes a wonderful cup of coffee. I love that coffee when I'm in a big hurry because I have coffee like in a minute. And then of course I have a pot for a brewed pot of coffee. My husband usually drinks that. I have that occasionally as well. But before I got all these things, what I used was a simple little thing called a mocha pot. So this is such a wonderful invention. This is an Italian way to drink coffee, and I like this little one so much. I used it so much through the years that I bought a big one. And I actually used this until I got my Nespresso machine. But there's just days when I wake up and I want to have coffee from my mocha pot. It just makes a really rich, delicious cup of coffee. So today I'm going to show you the best way to make coffee in your mocha pot. So if you have one of these, you're going to love this. It might give you a couple tips you haven't done before. And anyway, let's go. So the mocha pot basically comes with three things. There's, of course, the pot on the bottom for the water. It's got like a little emergency shut off here if it overflows. It's got a little steam basket that you put your coffee in. So I love this thing. I put my coffee in it and it just works out fantastic. And then it's got the top, which after the coffee comes out of the bottom through the through this little coffee station, it kind of filters out through the top of this hole. So it's almost like a percolator when you're having your coffee. So I'm going to show you a couple tips that are going to help you so that you don't have that bitter taste when you make coffee. And this is the biggest tip I have found, and that is you don't add cold water to the bottom of your mocha pot. You add hot boiling water to this because then you're not going to cook it as long. You're not cooking the coffee as long because you're not taking that extra time to heat up the bottom of the coffee. The second thing is you want to make sure that your filters, everything is always really clean, because that, from old coffee will also give you, a bitter taste for coffee. So this is just some boiling water. I'm going to pour it into my mocha pot. It's hard to see on here, but it's very hot, so you got to be careful when you put the hot water in to use a pot holder or something, but it's got a little fill line that you fill your water to. You're going to add your basket and then start putting your coffee in. Now you want to add your coffee to the top, but you don't want to tamp it down. You just want to make sure that it's loose coffee. You don't want super powdery coffee like you have with some other things. You want like a really kind of a light ground to this. All right, then we're just going to put it on the stove here and we're going to let it heat up, and then I'll show you exactly what it looks like when it starts to bubble. So I've got my mocha pot cooking. Typically I leave the lid down, but for showing you until it starts really brewing hard, I'm going to leave the lid off so you can see how the coffee comes up through the top of the coffee pot. You can probably hear it already. It's starting to come out. There it is. So that's how your coffee starts to come out of the top of the mocha pot. It just drips down Nice and slow. Now it's gonna start spurting, so I'm gonna have to close it in a second, but there you go. Now you're gonna listen when it's done making that loud bubbling noise. You're gonna take it off the pot and just turn the whole thing off and just let it set for about a minute. All right, I think our coffee is done. It's done brewing, so I'm gonna take this off and I'm just gonna put it on a little pot holder here and turn my stove off. Now you can froth your milk with a handheld frother. You can froth it with a French press works. I actually use my frothing cup on my Ninja Luxe, so I'll be right back with my froth. All right, so I just want to show you how rich and beautiful this coffee is. Look at this. And this really is enough for like my whole day. It's very strong. It's very, very good. Then I have my frothed milk. I use a combination of a small amount of cream, and then I use some almond milk. So it doesn't froth up as good as if it was regular milk, but I'm telling you, this stuff is delicious. This is the perfect cup of coffee. So if you're looking for a way to make your coffee and make sure that it's inexpensive as far as your coffee pot or your coffee station, whatever you have, this is a great alternative. Super inexpensive. I think I got this for $25. I'm going to link it below. If you're interested, check it out. And I am going to go enjoy my coffee. Oh, that is so good. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.